Greetings, back again with another video. In this video, I'm talking about don't overextend yourself to people who barely extend themselves back. You know, you gotta receive as much as you give, because sometimes when you overgive, it's unhealthy. To keep overgiving to people who don't extend the hand back. It's these people, they sit there and they have their hands out and they expect you to do favors for them, like family members or friends, you know. They ask for something and you wind up chasing it back. Sometimes it's better just to learn to say no. Learn to say no. And sometimes you gotta be cruel to be kind, because some of these people don't care. They will keep taking advantage of you. They'll just keep taking from you, and especially if you're a nice person, you know. Nice people always get taken advantage of. And then it comes down to where, like, the nice person is like the bad guy, because that person finally said something like, you know, you gotta start, you know, chipping in. You know, you can't be always getting free this and free that. I mean, some people don't want to extend. You know, some people expect that you're supposed to do everything for them, and some people don't value respect. And that's one of the weaknesses that I had when I was growing up. I always thought, you know, it was how many years or how long you have known someone to respect you. No, it's not like that. It's not like that. If they ain't respect you then, they never gonna respect you. And, you know, sometimes you might even have a frenemy or a fake family member that's in your life, you know, exposing your personal business. You know, you can't tell them your deepest, darkest secrets, because they be telling everybody else. You know, it's crazy that, you know, we got family members like that, and so-called friends. You know, I don't understand why people wind up want to be your friend, and at the same time they secretly just plotting on you. And they don't care. That's crazy. Why would you waste that type of energy on somebody? I mean, why would that person waste their energy on, if they don't like you, you know, why would they even spend time with you? That's how I am. Like, if I don't like somebody, I'm not talking about it. If I don't like something, I'm not talking about it. I'm not keep talking about it. I'm not putting my energy into it. If I don't like someone, I'm not saying anything about this person. I'm not sitting there building that energy up, because I'm not gonna swoop down to their level, you know, because I know I'm better than that. I keep my name out of people's mouths. I don't say nothing. But yeah, you gotta be cruel to be kind, because some people just want to take from you. You know, you got these leeches. You know, these leeches, they come around and they expect you to do favors for them, and they're nowhere to be found when you need them, and they're always asking to borrow something, and then you gotta wind up chasing them down to try to get whatever's back. And there's no more of that. There's no more of that. Extending the hand. It's better just to have a small circle of friends, a small circle of family members. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't be going to no family cookouts. I don't be going to no family reunions. I don't do none of that stuff. I just stay with a small, close family, with family that, you know, I'm cool with. That's it. You know, rarely got a lot of friends, but I like it that way. I like being solitary. That's just me. I feel like I accomplish more in life doing something solitary than being around a group of people, because you always got conflict, and there's people that will come in your life and they want to sit there and talk you out of something you want to do. I mean, you want to tell somebody your future plans, and they wind up swiping it up, stealing your idea, and they're using it as theirs, because a lot of people can't be authentic anymore. Like when you go on these social media platforms, you see people copying somebody else's style and copying somebody else's recipe. Nothing's authentic anymore. Everybody wants to be a follower. Everybody wants to be a follower. Nobody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to be a follower. And it's crazy. You gotta lead. You gotta lead. There was a point in life where I was a follower, and I would look up to other people, not knowing that I would have leadership energy. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to be a real leader, you make choices. You don't ask other people for opinion. You just do what's best for you, and you do what's best for your family, or you do what's best for yourself. You make those choices. You don't sit there and ask for approval. You don't need approval. When you become a leader, when you become a real leader, you moving. You making moves. You don't care what others think. They might laugh at the beginning, but they don't see when you're doing something and you're starting to blossom, like you're building a platform, or you're doing something, you're starting to grow. People start wanting to be around you and stuff like that. When you're a nobody wants to be around you. But when you're a somebody, everybody wants to be around you. But when it comes to being a leader, you just sometimes you gotta do things that you don't want to like. You don't like making sacrifices. Not everybody wants to make a sacrifice. And I'm not talking about like a ritual. I'm talking about a choice. A sacrifice, like cutting somebody out of your life because they ain't good for you. Or stepping back, falling back. It's nothing wrong with falling back. Sometimes you gotta take a step back to move forward 5 times. Sometimes it just comes out like that. But sometimes you just gotta be cruel to be kind, to get by in life. Because there's a lot of people out here that don't care. You think they care, but they really don't care. They're just motives. They come in your life to spy on you. They come on your life to be monitor spirits. They just come around when they need something, and then when you need them, they know where to be found. Been there, done that. When you become a lone wolf, you don't need nobody. I mean, you probably need your pack, but at the same time, it's kind of like when you move like that, you make your own. It's like being a leader, a lone wolf. You don't need to